Okay, we are moving right along. You're gonna have to bear with me. My allergies are like here in Florida, we're like, it's pollen city here. So I've got a little bit of a scratchy throat, but that's okay. Because you know what? This is the way I love to shop. A full quarter carat in colors of diamonds. And not just any colors. We have those colors that are so very sought after. We have the yellow, which even here at HSN is the largest retailer of colored gemstones in the US. As the largest importer of colored gemstones, we almost never have canary colored fancy diamonds, but we have it here. Now I'm also gonna have a ring to go back with this. I'm just gonna kind of warn you while you're on board for the necklace and the earrings, get ready for the ring, because the ring's a quarter carat and it's gonna be under $80. But the necklace we're doing in the canary color, we have it for you in the blue, and we have it for you in the champagne. Originally, the necklace was selling for $159. This necklace is $99. And we're doing it for you on FlexPay under $25 if you have any charge card we accept, or under $20 if you're using your HSN charge card. And the yellow is almost gone. Now the matching earrings, they're actually 27 points, so they're a little bit more. They were appraised at $319. We did them at $149, but today, $89, and they're available at $17.99 on your charge card. So use FlexPay. Get both of these if you can. I mean, this is what dreams are made of in diamonds. Not only are you getting diamonds, but you're getting the fancy color. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this, even though I shouldn't. I'm gonna do it. Coming up, look at this. While you're getting, whoopsie, while you're getting the ring, or while you're getting the necklace and the earrings, get that ring. This ring, we've taken from $159 to our lowest price ever. It's gonna be $79.90 for a colored diamond quarter carat ring, and $15.99 on your charge card. Wow, you're gonna have to use express automated ordering. Let me show you that beautiful ring in the champagne. And then I am wearing the blue, which is the #1 best-selling color. But let's talk about the necklace, because I think it's pretty incredible to think, and I'm gonna show you the yellow, the canary color, because they just told me it is officially last call on that one. When you think of owning canary colored diamonds, who do you even know not only that owns them, but that have ever seen canary colored diamonds? I mean, really. I mean, you think about that. Most people, we've seen them in the magazines as our favorite celebrities are on wish list and wait list to get canary colored diamonds for their engagement rings. Now you can own it. This necklace, by the way, too, I love the fact that it's not a pendant, it's a true necklace. It's 16 inches with a 2-inch extender, so it can actually go 16 down to 18 inches or anywhere in between. And the thing you've got to realize about colors of diamonds is less than 0.1% of all of the diamonds that are mined in the world can be fancy colors. And I'm going to say that again. Less than 0.1% of all of the diamonds that are mined can be fancy colored diamonds. So an even smaller percentage than less than 0.1% could say be canary, or could be blue, or could be champagne. So the rarity is amazing. It's a fraction of a percentage of diamonds that could ever be this color. And wow, are we busy. Because I think most of us, when we think of owning diamonds, period, we get excited. But then when we think of owning colors of diamonds, we are over the moon. And that's what we're talking about tonight. Okay, we're gonna move right along to the ring, because we are almost sold